Okay, today is Thursday, 8:52 p.m. It is November 27th. Oh, hang on a sec. My trade is working out real well. Hang on a sec. Okay, so what I've noticed about uh, what I noticed about trading is that I have to practice safety. Okay, I have to be very careful. Uh, because what will happen is sometimes what I'll do is like on a Friday after a long week, I would build up my account. So for like Monday through Thursday, I would tirelessly, uh, with cutting back on sleep, will have about roughly about 5%. Okay, then that evening, on a Friday, something happens. Like I get tired and I'm hungry, and then the subconscious lurks up, and the subconscious will cause me to put a sizable bet on, but by mistake. I'll click on it, and then I say to myself, "Oh my God!" As soon as I buy it, because there is a spread, I immediately enter into a loss, and I'm thinking about, okay, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. It goes a little bit, and I'll sell. By that time, what will happen is you just go the other side. And by that time, I'm tired, right? And so it just goes and wrecks the whole thing, right? And so it took me 4.5 days to make 5%, and within an instant, it's gone, right? And then I get like fumed. I get upset, and then I like I try to like trade it by going big, and then just unravels and everything, right? Now, I would not mention that if that happens like once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, right? If it happens once in a blue moon, like, maybe 5 years ago when I was just starting out, but it happens quite often, right? So I need to make sure that, so it's very similar to something called like a there's like a uh, there's a game called Jenga, right? Uh, and what happens is it's constructed in a block made of wood, and people, as part of it, to see who can pull it out. Okay, pull it out without wrecking it. And so what happens is that they'll take the pieces out, and then the person uh, has to pull something out. But because it's like straddled together, right, and everything is on top is the same way, and so when you pull it, it just collapses everywhere, right? So trading has been just like that. So what I have to do is I have to be aware that my involvement in trading can cause everything to collapse in an instant. Whether because I'm hungry, whether I didn't get enough sleep, is it's because I'm like distracted. I'm like so something will come by and then just wreck it. It happens. So even if I'm trading well, okay, on average, even if I'm trading well on average, something like that will cause a wreckage to occur. And so a person who is a lumberjack, okay, who uses either the chainsaw, whether it's electric or motorized, knows about it, because, and whether a manual means is used to saw something off. What happens is that there's a sawtooth. Immense amount of effort is done, and then something comes up and goes whammo, it just ruins the whole thing. The game is called Jenga, and it happens quite often. It happens to me way too many times. Okay, and I just it's like it's like wow, it's like wow, it's amazing. It's truly a very, very amazing situation.